Okay. Today we're here with Misha, who is a cockapoo. He is... You gonna eat that? Hey! He is here to have a full groom with Jessie. Do you have a biscuit actually, and that will really help. Alright, and welcome to Misha's Groom. He is a cockapoo. He comes every 6 to 8 weeks, doesn't he? And today he's being groomed by Jessie. Now for the last 2 grooms, we've been giving him a mullet cut just to make sure he stays in fashion with the boys. So as you can see, we keep it long just at the top of the head and then down to the base of his neck. So we're gonna make sure we can do that again this time. He doesn't have any matting actually, does he?
No, a couple of tangles, but other than that, yeah, in good shape.
He's all good. So yeah, we'll keep it going this time. So yeah, come and watch Misha get his mullet cut in. First of all, Jessie just combed out his mullet and his tail just to see if she could see any matting. Was there any in his tail, Jessie?
A few clumps of matting in his tail, yeah, just sort of around. You can see in here, this sort of wedge that you can't see through is where the matting is. So just a little tail, but hopefully with breaking through it, we should be able to get through.
And we try and remove that with some conditioner.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So Misha's gonna have his bath now. So you're just popping the conditioner on now?
Yep. Just putting it on the problem areas, his tail, and then giving it a good go all over so he gets a nice soft coat.
Whoa!
Where are you going?
Did a big kick.
I did.
Now Jessie is giving Misha a chamois dry. This just gets rid of the majority of the moisture before he gets put in his towel. Jessie is absolutely soaked, mostly because Misha hasn't stopped moving. He walks from one side of the bath to the other and back again, which isn't ideal. So the thing about having a mullet is it does take quite a bit of maintenance, mullet maintenance. So he will need to be, the longer hair will need to be brushed or maintained a little bit more than the rest of his coat when it goes shorter. Mostly because that's where the collar sits on the neck. So any rubbing from those kind of accessories, whether it's a collar or what are they called? Harnesses. That's gonna more likely cause any matting with Misha's type of coat. Oh, watch your head.
This is the mother fluffer. And that's going to help condition and also help get a really nice finish on the coat.
So you just spray that all over?
Yeah, spray it all over.
We've had to take extra precautions because as you can see, Misha can't hear himself with his happy hoodie on. What does help is a treat. So now Misha is getting a fluff dry, which means using the flicker brush to push the fur up and then to dry underneath. Drying, sometimes known as stretch drying, is the act of brushing the coat and then letting the warm air hit underneath to get a nice fluffy appearance.
The knots are small and they'll brush out and they won't cause too much pain.
mostly dry. Jessie's just finishing off his head, well, his mullet. This is a little mat that came out of Misha's tail. So what Jessie did was kind of brush it as much as possible.
Split the knot with a pair of scissors, and then you just break the knot smaller and smaller until you can brush it out with them.
So a little plug for Gizzles. These are her calming dog treats with peanut butter, ashwagandha, passion flower and skullcap. What is skullcap? Is it mushroom? Is it mushroom? Oh, it's a little heart, Misha. I wish I didn't do this.
Yeah, I just spent ages drying his face.
I just went downstairs and filled up my nice tap water.
It's alright, we like it.
As Misha is a little bit vocal during his grooming process, I have decided to do a voiceover to tell you exactly how Jessie creates that gorgeous body, fluffy feet, and that lovely mullet look. So Misha has a 4F on his body and a comb attachment on his legs. So although a shorter groom for maintenance reasons, he still looks really floofy and doesn't have skinny little legs. After clipping down the legs, she rounds off the feet and scissors down to neaten up the work she did with the clippers. Now Jessie is notorious in the Tetbury Pet Shop groom room for being the best at those little cute fluffy feet. Don't know how she does it. His mullet is then done by running the 4F she used on his body right up behind his ears and cheeks, leaving fluff from the back of his head to about his shoulder blades. She then trims the fringe as normal, but blends to the longer section on the back of his head. Taking his ears shorter just helped to bring the mullet to life. It's time to shape Misha's mullet. So what's the first step, Jessie, into creating a nice cockapoo mullet?
Make sure that all of the sides are nice and short, including down by the sides of the ears. Taking the ears a little bit shorter, just so it adds that bit of volume up on the top there. And then a lot of blending, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes.
So have you taken it a little bit shorter in length as well this time?
So I've only hand scissored this, so I haven't clipped it. But we take the sort of, obviously, the head a bit shorter at the front, and then it's obviously all party in the back.
The mullet, it's the easiest haircut to have. You know, business at the front, party at the back. It's easy to maintain. It's also one of Australia's most cultural haircuts that you can have. And you've got to grow a mullet at least once in your time. It's not a hairstyle, it's a lifestyle.
So usually what would their heads look like without the mullet?
So usually you'd go from the back of the head, so all of this would be the same length as the body, and then they'd have a slightly fluffier head. Whereas now...
It does actually really suit him.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's just knowing when you're done, basically. I feel like I could scissor and blend it
Forever.
forever.
How has Misha done today?
He's done really well, bless him. Likes to tell us his opinions and boss us around. But we love it. You look good. Yeah. Pretty boy.
What other dogs do you think would suit a mullet?
Yorkie.
A Yorkie?
A Yorkie.
I've seen a video of a Yorkie with a mullet.
Yeah.
I got him.
Kind of give a hillbilly-ish vibe, isn't it?
Yeah. It does work well on cockapoos. Maybe a Labradoodle. You could do it. Would you need kind of this type of hair, or do you think it could be done on straight hair?
Misha has got a really nice coat. It fluffs up really well, so it makes the blending easier. Yeah, I'd probably say most of them, to be fair. It would be quite fun to do one on a dog that has like those tight curls, so it'd be like all curly.
That would look nice. Ready to go?